Hey, 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 it is Lynn, Coffey here, and today I want to talk to you about something that us small business owners love, and that is revenue growth, aka profit. So you might be thinking, you know what, Lynn, you just do websites, so I don't know if you should really be talking about profit and kind of revenue growth, things like that. But my dear friend, I would say to you that my entire philosophy on websites and really your online presence is based off of the fact that I want you to have more revenue, to have more profit in your business. And a website, when it's done the right way, can produce those results. Now, I'm going to keep this super, super short, and I'm going to give you some very specific proof that what I'm talking about actually works. And then I want to give you my exact formula for how I think a website should work within your marketing. So my goal is to keep this 5 to 7 minutes. We'll see how I do since I love to talk. So let me give you the proof right off the bat, okay? So I'm on my website. I clicked on, I'll just take you right through it. I have lots and lots of testimonials. Don't worry, this is not some weird, I'm proving a point here, just stick with me. I divide them up into video testimonials, audio, and text. I'm going to pull up text just because I don't want to show you videos while I'm shooting a video. What I'm going to do is just pick, there's tons of them, right? So I'm just going to pick the top few, open them up. Let's see, here's one. I'm opening these up into new pages, PS, and we'll do one more, 3. Okay, I'm going to close these out, and here's the first one. So here's what I want you to get. This is just, I'm showing you that websites, when done properly, actually work to bring in new leads, new clients, and ultimately new sales, new profits, okay? So here is a testimonial from someone, 5 new people today, 5 tomorrow, blah, 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 blah. So here's what he's saying that I want to point out to you. The email marketing I've been doing has really been working. The last campaign I sent out, Memorial Day Meltdown, got a huge response. 5 new people today and 5 more tomorrow. Haven't closed them all yet, but aiming to do so as soon as possible. And then he starts going on. Actually, this stuff's pretty important. I'm going to go over it. It took me a while to start to apply all the stuff you suggested, but mainly because I was stuck in a rut. Same old routine over and over. Nothing I did from a marketing standpoint worked. So I was spent, negative, and somewhat hopeless. And this all changed large part to my guidance. Here's the big thing that I want you to take away. And I want to talk about this as soon as I go through the other 2 pieces of proof. A website is one piece of a larger sales process, okay? So we have to understand why a website works, what it's supposed to do, and then how it fits in that larger process. So part of this here, just from this one piece of proof, he's getting people to opt in. He's following my email marketing follow-up advice, which I will cover here in a few moments, and he is seeing results. I go back to the main point of this video. When a website is done the right way, you get leads, you get opt-ins, which ultimately lead to sales. Here's another one. 44 leads since taking your recommendations for my site. This is just all stuff regarding our conversation that him and I were having about his business. So that's top secret business info. What I want you to see right here, 44 leads since taking your recommendations for my site. So he ultimately became a client of mine. So he was getting leads even with his old site. So again, yeah, this is, I'm just going to move on. You get my point. This stuff works, okay? This stuff works. Sadly, that's more leads than I received from my old site in the previous 18 months. Now I'm addicted to coffee because my last name's Coffey, and that's funny. That's funny. I like when people are funny. So again, what is really important here? He had his old site for 18 months, right? And didn't get nearly as many leads as he did once he started implementing my suggestions. Again, I'm going to give you that exact formula right after I'm going to do this one more last piece of proof. Okay, this is a pretty cool one. Almost a 4,000% ROI in the very first month. So the Jelly Bean promo is a promo I gave to my VIP clients to run for the month of April. And it was my first time doing that. So I wanted to see some results. So this person just said, he had 7 people sign up. This was his offer. And one just upgraded for a $950 package for herself and another $950 package for her son. And another upgraded to a $1,920 package. So we generated a little over $4,000 and they only spent $105 in advertising. That's a phenomenal ROI. And then he goes on to say, being a training studio, we don't need a ton of new clients to be happy. $4,000 in new business in a couple promotions is pretty good, especially if the others upgrade and the upgrades continue. So he's basically saying you got 7 people came in. He didn't convert all of them yet to sales, which he will. I have no doubt this client will do that. He is he's a go-getter. He's been in business for over 19 years. So anyway, so on and so forth. So this stuff I don't need to read, just about me and how awesome I am, but you're not really interested in that. So let's talk about you and your website, and specifically how it can produce leads and sales like this. And this is the simple formula. Things can get very complicated very quickly. There's landing pages, tripwires, funnels, upsells, downsells, micro continuity. There's so much stuff. Guys, you don't need to do that. Here's what you need. You need a website that focuses on you as a person who is selling your services, and you want to talk to your prospective client, your target market, like an actual human. People don't want to know your mission statement, and they don't want to know, they don't want to hear you talk about yourself in third person. Lynn Coffey started her company as an S corporation back in 2003. I can't remember when. So that part's not factual, but you get my point. And she went on to grow her company by X percentage. Who cares? Nobody cares. You know what my people visiting my website want to know? How can I help them? How can I get them out of the rut? How can I get them their website to actually work for them? So the point here is your website has to be personal. You have to stand out. You cannot be an online brochure. Every other gym in your local area has that same website that just says nothing but, we're the greatest. We really care. We have the best experts. Here's our group schedule. Here's where we're located. Maybe they say click for a consult or free week. Buy a pass. Great, that's okay, but that's boring. It doesn't stand out. It's not different. Everybody says they care on their website, especially in the fitness industry. So your website needs to touch people in a different way. It needs to stand out from the crowd. It needs to be different. That difference is the personality. It's who you are coming across in the site. You need to get people to understand you really do care. You really are different. Okay? Once you do that in the site, there's a lot of pieces to that, but it's all simple because it's just natural. There's no trick involved. Anyway, once you have a site that connects with people and just really starts to develop that know, like, and trust factor, people will naturally opt in for whatever offer you're providing. Granted, it has to be something they're interested in, but once they opt in, now they're on your list. I recommend that you follow up with that list at least 3 times a week, and not these canned, done for you things, or this 30-day program you have scheduled out, or 6-month autoresponder series. Part of your marketing should be sitting down at least 3 times a week and writing a real, fresh, honest email that's personal. That's part of what I recommend my clients do. Do they have to do that? Absolutely not. But going back here, when he's talking about the email marketing has really been working, that's kind of what I'm talking about. People don't want to feel like you're sending canned information. So I do this in my own business. Everything I'm recommending to you to implement in your business is something I do in my business. So you can look at my website. You'll see how it's personal. It all leads to some sort of an opt-in. And once you're on my list, I email my list every day, Tuesday through Friday. So I do it 4 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And every day I sit down, I think about what's on my mind or maybe a conversation I had, and I write out an email and go from there. When you do that consistently, it's really, really powerful, because when the person on the other end, your target market, your possible new client, when they're reading those emails over time, they start to know you more, because you're writing about personal stuff. You're talking about maybe what you did with your kids yesterday, or not the whole email, but you have a personal section. Again, I can go into more of this on another video, but and then you sort of transition an email into something obviously related to your target market, fitness, weight loss, whatever the case would be. So over time, people know, like, and trust you. And here's the important part. Here's the big thing right here, okay? When they are ready, when they're looking in the mirror and they're just sick of their weight, right? They're ready to do something. They are naturally going to want to work with you, not the nameless corporate big box gym down the street, not the bland, franchise that just charges, $20 a month. But there's no service, there's no caring, there's no personality. They will know you, like you, and trust that you can get them results. They will naturally reach out to you to see how you can help them. At that point, you should have a fantastic closing, funnel script. Sometimes those words don't sit well with me, but you should have a strategy. I'll put it that way: a good sales strategy, a good sales process. And at that point, they sign up. So the website is part of a larger process. But when it's the overall theme is when you're a human, when you are you, whatever that is, when you connect with people on a personal level, you'll develop a relationship through things as simple as a website and emails. And that's what ultimately leads to revenue growth and more profit. Okay, if you have any questions, please reach out to me. But for now, that's it. 12 minutes. That's not too bad. Come on, especially for me. All right, have a great day. Bye-bye.